Welcome back, everybody, to a brand new episode of Fun with Dumb. We have been out for about a week, as I was in New York City for about a week, and I was just like shut down shop for a week just to let everybody breathe and recalibrate. How are you guys doing?
I missed you, Dumb.
You missed me.
Yeah, you're the bi-coastal guy now, huh?
The bi-coastal guy.
Bi-coastal guy now, you know?
Yeah, I am bi-coastal. Yes, bi-coastal. And I was working in New York City.
Right.
And I had a good time there. I was working on the second season of Nora from Queens.
Woo!
Awkwafina's show on Comedy Central, HBO Max.
Number one movie for 3 weeks in a row, let's just say.
Oh, Raya and the Last Dragon.
Yo.
Yeah.
Number one.
Good.
It's 4 weeks now. I mean.
And I missed y'all. And while I was gone, one thing I did not think was going to happen was Rick texting me and DMing me every other day saying, hurry back. These guys
really
are killing
what
me
he's
back here.
Yeah. It's,
That's
you know,
so sweet
it's the combination of both my friends leaving, you know? You realize I really don't have too many friends here, you know? And when he left, you know, G2's here now. So
was he your replacement friend?
I'm babysitting.
You know what? I saw him once throughout the week, and he said that he was like over at your place like for 2 days in a row. He's like, I think I'm bothering them. And I was like, probably.
Yeah, man. He hits on my girl in front of me.
Oh my god, amazing.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
What did he say? He said
G2
something
for
like,
ya.
he said,
The first thing he says when he first meets her is like, you don't deserve her. And then
that's not really a hitting on.
Listen,
Yeah.
he gets a ballpoint pen yesterday, opens up a chopstick wrapper, and starts drawing my girl. You know how infuriating that is?
Yo, he
when
drew
he's
me too.
when
He
he's
draws
doing
all
the Leonardo
girls.
DiCaprio Titanic thing where he's just looking. Yeah, you know what I mean?
I was once called a chopstick rapper in my life. It's a racist term. All right, racist joke.
God damn it.
All
G2.
right. But yeah, I'm glad to be back here. Ate tons of food. I kind of fell off on my working out because I was eating without thinking anything.
What were
And it's
you
hard.
eating?
I
when
wanted
you're
to get to that.
traveling.
Well, I mean,
exactly.
did you eat a lot of pizza this time?
I didn't, but I ate mad Chinese food, noodles, rices, fried stuff. you
Rices,
know.
huh? Walnut
Asian
shrimp.
food, huh?
I ate Peter Luger's Steakhouse.
Wow.
Was it worth it? What'd you think?
was-
I've had it. I don't know.
What?
I don't think so. I feel like we have good. My favorite steakhouse here is Cut. I love Cut.
Mm.
I think it's freaking
Cut.
delicious.
Oh yeah, you keep praising Cut. I gotta
love
check
Cut.
that out.
I've been to all the whatevers, and I love Cut. It's my favorite.
I just like it how it
I'm gonna put it
rests
on
in
my
the
list.
The
juice.
snake.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The steak just end up pink. Like it's the perfect color. I don't know. I think it's great.
You eat it pink. You eat it medium.
Oh, I eat it pink.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I eat it-
medium, I like it medium rare, where it's a little bloody still.
Oh,
just a
you?
tad
Oh,
bit.
really?
Yeah, and then seared at the top though.
I see.
Well, let me ask you guys, how are you doing? How you doing, Stefanovic, Baikonovich?
Baikonovich? All right, that's interesting.
Baikowski,
Oh, he
that's
said-
what I say.
I
I always say his
I had a good week. I actually got a lot done. I did miss being on the pod last week. It felt weird, there's like a little
It did.
shift for
It was a
a
little
second.
We have a
But-
routine now, right?
Yeah, because of our routine, so that felt a little empty. But other than that, I'm happy because I've been doing physical therapy. I'm walking normal. I went to the beach this week and soaked up the sun. It was beautiful. I got to dance. It was a good week.
Got to dance.
Yeah, I got
dance
to
on the beach.
Whenever I have a chance to dance, it just makes me happy.
I did see an
felt like I made
IG
my-
story of you at this drum circle kind of vibe at the
Dude,
beach.
it was
Were you hitting the whoa a couple
Yo,
times?
I
I was like, was that
I
the
was.
whoa?
Yo.
There were a ton of.
Because they're playing hippie music and shit, and she's just like a couple woes in the IG story. I was like,
Well, Blue the Great was DJing, and there was a lot of people at the beach. There was a bonfire going, the sunset, and there was just a bunch of people in different crowds. I'm one of those people that like going to different crowds, even if I don't know them.
Yeah.
I don't like sticking to the one little crowd. So we got to go around and meet new people. It was a lot of fun. I saw some old faces. Yeah, great time.
that's
great
what's
time.
up.
That's incredible.
Looks like you had a blast while I was gone. No kidding.
Yeah. New hair, new style.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh, I know. It's like whenever I take the bangs out, I feel like it's a stuff found. What is this? Why are they calling me Steffie? Where did Steffie come
Yeah,
from?
Stuffy. That's the new
That's
nickname.
No, that's
Wow.
not.
That's what
that's-
happens on the
that's
pod.
kinda-
New terms,
Yeah,
and slang
yeah.
gets formed. I guess Stuffy became one.
Stuffy cakes.
Whoa,
Whoa.
out of line, Panda
Rick's,
Whales.
it's one of your fans. Rick's on.
We're all
How about
fans.
Rick? How are you been?
I'm good, man.
How are you been? How you been? My bad.
How are
I
you
literally just landed, so I'm kind of out of it. Yeah.
No, I've been good. Did a lot of yak stuff this week. I had a little situation at home, but everything got handled. It was a beautiful.
What happened? Anything you can discuss?
Just what my parents got sick, and my dad being at that age, it was just it's always kind of like heart wrenching,
Yeah.
But he went to the hospital, checked, and everything is good. God
He
is
made
good.
it out.
He made it out,
It
bro.
wasn't COVID, it was something else.
No, it was he was sick. But my father is he's a trooper. He survived cancer. He's just a
Damn.
trooper, man.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Well,
And,
God bless your father.
Yes,
and
thank you.
that's great. That's always good to hear, right? Because
Oh my
you
God.
stay worried while they're sick the whole
Yeah,
time.
like
and-
when that happens, you kind of get sick. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
no, it's a glorious day. I literally got the call this morning, and he's like,
Oh,
he's
okay.
good. So
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm flying. I'm flying. Level 9, baby. Cloud 9,
Wow.
baby.
And
Well-
you grew a new beard.
I mean, it's the same beard.
What is
you
that?
know, it's just growing. What is
Is
that?
it from the depression
It's gotta go.
of not
It's
having
yeah.
around? And you're like,
This is I miss Dumb so much. I just
Yeah.
wanted to grow this
To
out
show-
just to
yeah.
represent. You know,
it was
what I
like
mean?
feeling my chin.
Shut the fuck. Yeah, the time has come to shave it now. People. My mom like Kijota. She freaked out.
Really?
Yeah, she said, "What are you doing? What are you doing?"
Fainted.
And you could see like white hairs coming out too. It's kind of depressing. You have white hairs in your beard yet?
No, that's next level, right?
That's-
Like
I
that's
mean-
when. No, I'm saying that's when like wow, like another level. Like
Yeah, it's not
when
even
you
a
hit
white
like
hair.
40 or something like that, and that starts coming in.
You get the white hairs on your beard, bro. It's it's kind of all right, Alex.
This motherfucker pulled up pictures of George Clooney and shit. Yo, come on,
Yeah.
man.
I'm not
Don't
mad
throw
at
us
it.
in-
I'm not
Yeah,
mad
these
at
are.
it.
But
Why
these-
wouldn't you
why are
want to
all
look
these?
like George Clooney though? That's
Every
not a
one of
bad
these dudes
thing.
are like good-looking dudes
They're
with
great
gray
looking.
hair coming out, bro.
Yeah,
Well, anyways, I missed y'all.
I missed you, man.
Man, I missed y'all. I missed doing the pod, and it made me really, really like take a breather and figure out like what I want to do next and take out things that my heart's not in. I feel like what happened for me, because I had like a really heartwarming like talk with some friends out in the East Coast, and even with Nora and some friends out there. And as we were talking, like I was just talking about how at some point in my career and my life too, like I started doing things that my heart wasn't in, That's talking about like jobs, like taking gigs here, taking gigs there, and a bunch of stuff that like I'm just doing. But
Right.
and it was weird because I've always done stuff that I've wanted to do. You know what I mean? And I don't know when that change happened.
When
where
you need money.
that's what I'm saying.
I feel like it's typically money, right?
Survival.
Survival.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like I don't know when, but when you do that, right, from some where you have the life of doing whatever you wanted to, I think what happens is like a lack of confidence. You start getting scared that you're not going to be able to pull out of this thing into whatever.
Right.
And I always was able to do it, but there was a lack of confidence that happens at some point in my life or career where I was like, no, I need to take this because I don't
Right.
know if I'm going to make ends meet this next month or 6 months from now,
That makes sense.
So I want to get back that kind of boldness that I had and the confidence that I had in every project or thing that I put my heart into.
Talk that shit, bro.
And that's
Get
and
Get it, boy.
and that's gonna be scary because that could mean like, okay, let me cut off a few things, right? This extra fat,
Yeah.
that does help make my ends meet,
Right,
but
right.
let me cut that out and put all my heart into this one thing, and it's a scary jump again.
Yeah, I find out he blocks me. It's like, wait, was I the fat? Like,
I
no,
get
it's a
that,
beautiful
though.
thing.
And also, I feel like as you're adding more, like you now have a mortgage, so there's all these things that are adding, right? You have,
Ooh,
like,
the way
some-
she said that too.
Yeah,
She
you
said
do
that
but it's true.
too.
Whenever I see you doing something you don't like, I feel like you're like complaining about it. You don't seem happy, and you're like, it fucks with like the rest. Even if it's like a small thing and it takes a short time, it fucks with your mindset.
It does.
You know?
It does. And I think things like that make you, I mean, it's tougher. It's funny that I just got a mortgage and I'm trying to cut off. Should probably not the right time to do that. Like right now, I should take on as many jobs as possible. But I do feel like you got to look at the bigger picture. And I always did, right?
Right.
It's not the little bags here, little bag there. If you want to get like the big bags and later down the line, you have to feel passionate about it. And you got to put all your heart into it. So
I
it's
think-
a sacrifice.
I
It's
think
a
that East
sacrifice.
Coast conversation was like a continuation of what we were talking about too, about vacay and just kind of like resting, enjoying the moment as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just you're right. When your schedule gets filled up with things that your heart's not in, it just becomes like just obligations, just like extra weight. For sure, man. I'm glad that glad you had that talk.
Yeah, and the people I were talking to that I highly respect in my friend circle that are very successful too.
Yeah.
They were mentioning, they kind of gave me a wake-up call because they were looking at me like, bro, you taught us the blueprint on doing this independent shit and like making money and throwing it right back into yourself and investing
Right.
into yourself. Like, and it's sad for me to see like you doing, like kind of going against that.
Did you just share this story so you could say you taught the blueprint, bro?
No.
It's like, wait,
but it's not that. I felt like it was such a wake up call from them,
Right,
because I kind of felt like, damn, did I lose myself along the way in a sense, you
Yeah.
know? So that's all I'm saying.
That's
It's
a
like,
beautiful
But
thing.
it was like a beautiful thing because they gave me props and I felt good,
Yeah.
and shitty at the. I felt the best and the worst at the same exact time.
Right.
And I think that's what happens when a friend drops a fucking bomb,
Truth
on you.
bomb
like
on
a
you.
truth bomb on you.
For sure.
It's like the greatest feeling and the worst feeling at the same exact time, right?
Yeah. But then also we're appreciative that we have friends that tell us these things. You know what I mean?
Right.
We need to have those friends that call you out on these things.
I feel like if people I've heard you have these conversations before with these friends. Why do you feel like it was different this time?
I think they gave very specific examples. Because I'm out here. I think what's going on is like I'm out here when I'm working now. I have a lot of the connections that I use almost as a currency, right? People say like your network is your net worth. You know what I'm saying? But it's like when I'm connecting, it's like I want to make sure that it's for the right reasons.
For sure.
And I felt like somewhere along the line, like I don't know, like we had a discussion about it, and it just felt like, damn, like I don't want it to be my net worth really. You know what I'm saying? I want the connection to be a reason that something beautiful is gonna get made.
Yeah.
I feel like my net
that
worth
makes
is
a lot.
my net worth is like being happy and having fun. Can that be my net worth?
Yeah. Right when you said
Not
that, I
the
saw your
people.
nails. I was like, yeah.
I was like, I just want to have fun and enjoy my life, and that to me, if that's not happening in my life and things are getting in that way,
Yeah.
I shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I was always like that. I had that energy for so long, but I think things got like really serious in a way where, like, going back to the survival element,
I think just knowing your personality too. When you get interested in something and then you get introduced to something you like, you go in. You know what I mean? Whether it's juicing, you buy everything. Same thing. Like even with
juicing, like juices. I'm not like
no,
taking steroids,
not,
all right?
yeah, not shots in the butt, but I'm talking about even responsibility was a thing, that was introduced, and you jumped in, and then you went all out. And now because you have the momentum going, you're able to step back a little bit, be like, okay, well, let me just ease up a little bit. That's also being responsible. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a good thing, man.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
There's a lot of there's an element of getting comfortable for a minute too, and I got comfortable, I'll admit, for sure. And that part sucks because I always want to challenge myself and take myself out of the comfort. Like as soon as I start getting comfortable, like or anybody, right? You want to like you feel kind of gross. You're like, this is like too comfortable. It's like being in the jacuzzi too long.
I think it's like there's no black and white for me. What I've learned is that you need to. It's like everything is a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and in the whole form of sense, it's like where are you getting the stability you're talking about, the comfort you're getting, in your whole life. Not everything, but like I guess in work, I feel like it's good not to be super comfortable for you, right? Because it inspires you. But then there's this other part, like maybe your family life or something like that, or like you're working out. Those are like the stable things. And
That's
so it's
true.
not. It doesn't have
That's
to
true.
be so black and white with everything, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I
no,
don't feel like
no, you're right. You're right. Because I don't think I've found comfort and peace in certain areas that I need to. And I guess when I'm talking about comfort,
I feel
I might
that.
talking about the grind or whatever.
Right.
But that's something different from mental health stuff.
Your inner peace, bro.
You know, I mean, we all do this. I think it's hard. We all tend to compare ourselves to each other, and that's a problem that I have a lot. You know,
Do you remember at the end of Bad Rap when everyone had that one line to say?
What?
Now do you understand what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
Now do you
So-
understand what I'm saying?
So there was a documentary called Bad Rap that me, Rick, Rec, and
Yeah.
Aquafina was in, and at the end they ask like what we want,
What we
like,
strive,
what we
Right.
strive for,
Yeah.
and everyone's saying certain things like what we want to be in a career, and Rick just goes, "I just want peace." Everyone's like, "What?"
Yeah.
But now I think I know what the fuck you meant.
That's beautiful.
Now I think I know what you meant, bro.
I just want peace.
I know
man.
what you want. I
Come
get
on,
it.
bro.
Now
Thank you. I appreciate it, man. I want my flowers, bro.
at the time I saw that, I was cracking up. I
Yeah.
feel like if I rewatched that, I'm gonna cry.
What was your answer?
What was my answer?
It was, you know, I think it
Work
was,
stuff?
yeah, it was career stuff. Aquafina was talking about like acceptance. And then I was just want peace. And then the way I said it too, they caught me at like, all right, Alex.
I had a.
Oh
I
my
had,
mom.
god, that's you?
that's
Yeah.
look at Rick. Look at Rick right here. Put it on the
Rick?
full screen. There you go. That's Rick's mom right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's your mom? She
Yeah.
looked like
Mom.
so young.
Yo, it looks like she's
She's
about to
actually
spit.
really pretty too.
She's so
yeah.
Oh, my
pretty.
mom is one of the
She
most
looks
gorgeous
like-
women in the world.
She kind of looks like I see your girl in her.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Rick looks like he was in that movie Boogie by
Yo,
Eddie Huang.
Oh my
That's the main star of Boogie,
You
Eddie
look hella
Huang's new film.
brolic in that picture, dude. What the fuck?
Rick shaves pit hair. No, I don't, man.
I think one thing is this recent trip that I had. You know, I saw all the homies out in the East Coast. That you know, I'm in a group chat with like these 6 other dudes.
Right. Some prolific figures.
And we're all in these different areas in our life, but man, that shit really had me thinking. Everyone's like kind of going through it, you know. Everyone, just I'm not going through it like they're in great places in their career and stuff, but I think they're going through it with like figuring out like relationships and themselves
Right.
and why they are the way they are, and we started looking at each other like just on some like damn like.
Got some nice East Coast philosophy. That's good, man.
Is that what it is?
That's what it is,
That's
bro.
not what it is. It's
That's what
just
it
a
is.
noise.
I'm
You
just
think
saying,
East Coast
yo.
is more philosophical?
Bro, it's so much colder over there. It's so much realer over there.
And you think that makes people more
yeah, when I say
philosophical?
realer, I'm talking about there's just the struggles, man. You know, New York people just built different. You know,
Well, you also sound like you're more introspective instead of like thinking about the external world of what you want.
Yeah.
It sounds like you took some time to like
East Coast, baby.
listen to yourself and you know, and that's something that you sound, you know,
Yeah.
we all can
100%.
work on is being happy with ourselves by
Yeah,
There
by
are
ourselves.
there's the two different like philosophical vibes of East Coast and the West Coast.
Mhm.
West Coast is
Talk to
like,
me.
we go to the beach, smoke a J, and
Yeah.
like dancing, and you feel free. East
I
Coast is when
needed
you're
that.
driving home like 3:00 in the morning. You look at the cityscape, and you're just looking off into the city and just
Bro,
thinking
yeah, yeah.
about everything.
you
You know,
meditate
like-
with the lamppost, like the street lights. You know, just
I
passing.
think it's more
It's
like
that bridge.
it's that
Yeah,
bridge.
that bridge.
Like, you're
It's
always
that
crossing and you're
bridge.
like, what?
it's more like introspective. I think
Yeah.
in the East Coast.
the mind.
Yeah, West Coast is more like
Oh
you sigh, you know, like
It's too
Mm.
easy out here.
is it what it is? I don't know.
I don't want to
No,
take
there's
away the LA challenges. There's
No,
there's-
it's not, I'm not saying it's easy. I'm
But
just
no,
saying
no, of
it's
course.
different with how you like. I don't know.
You know, living in a city also, no matter where you're at, you look out and then you see another level that you want to get at. Do you know what I mean?
City?
I feel that in like downtown
Yo.
too. Like when you look out, you're like, oh, okay. Like you look at another building, like another spot. It's just, you know, it's more.
You guys have both lived
It's
in
more
both.
inspiring.
Well, you
Actually.
feel small,
Yeah.
right? And so you're like, oh, I can
Oh,
live this
for
bigger
sure.
life or whatever.
Well, you guys lived in both areas, LA
Yes.
and New York. So why don't you
Yeah.
kind of talk about a
Yo.
little bit of the differences between both?
I love New York. Honestly, I would be there right now if I could.
Mm.
I feel like there's more work here for
Yeah.
the type of stuff that I want to
Right,
go into
right.
acting. So like obviously here is where I should be. But if I was like into Broadway or something like that, I would probably Broadway, I'd make it as a star.
She's a witch. She's a witch. I don't know. I've
No,
never seen
but-
Wicked, but I assume that's how it goes.
No, but
She's a witch. She's a witch. She's a witch. And she's a bitch. All right.
New York's badass bitches.
Oh my gosh.
That's the accent.
Every
New
time I think
York. She's in New York, baby. Steffie Baik is making it in New York.
Hey, Steffie cakes.
Just Steffie.
You're gonna be a star.
You're gonna be a star. Screw Hollywood. It's in
Oh,
New
man.
York. It's the East Coast.
So I
No.
mean, what's so okay? When
The
you were
New-
living out there, so explain what are the different vibes? You know?
New York just
New York.
New York. No, it's just like so fun. There's just this energy you cannot get in LA. It's so intense in New York, and it's like so fast paced. I feel like the people just, I don't know. Every time I feel like when I'm struggling, people can feel that energy or something, and
Yeah.
they've gone through that experience, and they try to like help you or something, or like they're on the same level. I'm talking about like the pizza guy. Like
Yeah.
I might not have. I forgot cash one time, and the guy's like, "Just have this slice," you know,
Yeah.
like that type of energy. I don't get that when I'm in LA. There's something about New York's like struggles and just everyone going through the same shit. You know what I also learned in New York is that people have multiple jobs. That's where I learned like, oh, I don't need to have a 9 to 5, and
Yeah.
you know, like
Oh, their
I was
hustle
like,
is
oh, their
on some
hustles,
other
but
shit.
it's not because I don't think it's like, oh, I need to hustle and like. I have this other job, but I need to be creative too.
Right, right.
They enjoy that creativity part of their life, and they realize that makes you
like,
whole.
it's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
And so like I love that. I love
That's-
everything about New York except the food.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
food's not as good.
The food, it's like if you go to the Staples, it's good, but you're right. All around, I do prefer West Coast food. But let me just tell you, on a beautiful day in New York, just walking around the city, there's nothing that beats that. Real talk. It's
Yeah.
not the same as like just LA going to the Grove on a beautiful, perfect weather
Right.
day. It's not the same.
I mean,
shit.
on a real level too. Back to the hustle. It's like in order to do anything, they have to walk. They have to take the. You know what I mean? There's a lot of transportation that happens in New York. Everyone's on the move. Everyone's on
Yeah.
the move, and they have to consider time. You know, it's kind of like the LA traffic. You know, I have to consider like 2
Right.
hours being
it's
idle.
less flaky, right?
making me
People like I feel like are less flaky over there.
Well, yeah, because you got to consider people's times. Like making it to a meeting,
Yeah.
you really have to plan ahead
You
a
plan
lot
it.
more over there.
Yeah,
You do.
for sure.
But because of the transportation, it's easy. You kind of have like less excuses too, right? And everything's on the go, and it's like normal. Here, you just get the sun makes you lazy. You're like cozy. You got so much space. It's like
I'm not
chill.
gonna lie, like LA after 2 a.m. it is kind of dead. Like there's not really much to do.
Yeah.
But in New York it really never sleeps. Like on a
Yes.
Tuesday night you wake up at
Yes.
3:30 in the morning and you're like, I want to go to a beat like a beat contest or something, and it's something's there.
A what?
beat contest?
Yeah,
No, I
love-
can't relate, bro.
What's a beat contest?
It's like I want to NPC
We get it.
battle
You're
right
hip
now.
hop, bro.
All right,
Beat
bro.
contest?
He's like, at 3:30, I just carry my MPC to Central Park and I just start making beats. And next thing you know, there's 12
Yo.
rappers and we're having a cipher.
Union Square
Yeah,
writing
and then next
circle.
thing I'm rocking and doing a 6-step and we're b-boy and there's b-boy
All right,
circles
bro,
and we're
my
pop
bad.
locking at
Definitely
4
on my
in the
to-do
morning.
list next time I go there. I want to go to a beat
a beat contest.
A beat contest.
That's the first thing you thought of,
For me,
bro?
Yeah,
I think
dude,
of like
that's the
makeup
first thing I
beat,
thought of.
you know, like getting your makeup done real hard at 2 a.m.
Yeah, you know.
Let's
face
get you
beat.
beat.
Your face beat,
yeah,
yeah.
look at that contour.
Speaking of New York, you saw that video, right?
Oh yeah. That was
Yo.
so the latest in what's going on with attacks.
Probably the most brutal, I think.
This is the most brutal one. There was a 65-year-old Filipino woman walking to church.
Church,
Was that the actual church?
11:40 a.m.
Yeah, but was that the actual church
No,
entrance?
no,
Oh,
no,
it wasn't.
no,
It wasn't.
no.
Okay, so she walked into church, was attacked by like dude twice
she got
her
Sparta
size.
kicked, dude.
Yeah,
It was so sad.
it was-
He
And
was
the-
huge.
Clearly like that
Oh,
shit was.
God.
Beyond a hate crime, some mental health issues there because like that shit is wild. It was brutal. Like,
He's wearing a tight satin blazer, bro. Like, there's definitely.
and I think here's the worst part of the situation was the two people on the other side of the door
Bro!
who saw that kind of was like avoiding
Literally
closed- They closed the
avoiding being
door.
confrontational, closed the door. And that was that was a takeaway. Obviously the attacks are terrible. One thing that I think I've been thinking about a lot is the element of don't play.
Don't,
right?
yeah, don't.
The element of people not stepping in, saying something,
Bro.
or like stopping them on a physical level too. Like, I get the fear of it, but there has to be some time at some point of all this going on that we're gonna have to tell ourselves, like, yo, we're gonna have to step up. You know what I mean? Things do have to change,
dude.
And I wanted to talk a little bit about that, like why you think as a society we don't want to step in and stay out of the business of that.
I mean, a lot of it is fear. You know what I mean? There's a lot of at that moment, this is what I'm gonna do. You know
I get that, yeah.
But there is this sense of paralysis during that time.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like as much as we prepare for it, as much as mentally we're like, okay, when we see. I do understand for the ones that just kind of freeze there, like deer in headlights, you know, because it's happening at that moment and they're literally frozen.
Right, because were we talking about, there was like that David Cho, right, where he was on Joe Rogan, he was talking about what kind of person are you? Are you the one that like
runs
in the
towards
level of confrontation, or do you face it, run towards it? Do you flee?
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm a freezer, like I freeze.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people probably freeze or like flee. You know,
there's another attack on the train. Did you see that?
No, I didn't see that one.
Just this Asian dude was just getting mollywobbed, bro. Like he got his Apple product stolen, and then everyone just bystanders just watching this. You know what I mean? And the worst part is the ones that are just filming it. You know what I mean? Like I don't understand that. If you're in that vicinity and you could get a push kick in or like prevent something, just taping it, of course that's important for awareness, but when you're there,
not awareness but also like share. I do think someone
evidence
needs to be for evidence and stuff like that because if no one filmed that, they wouldn't know where. Like I feel like everyone has their own job, right? Like in a situation like that, but I do think that we need to be trained to know what to do in a situation where
that's true. I agree. I don't think we are all trained necessarily or like kind of how to approach those situations because actually, even on a level of when the crazy things like that happen, I don't even think authorities would be like telling you to go and take care of that, right? They're like, no, call somebody who does it. But it's like, we don't have time for that. For sure. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got time for that shit.
Shout out Lord Kimchi. He just put out a video. Did you see that? He was talking about, he's the owner of Fat Buddha. And he's like, no one's really talking about self-defense. We're all talking about just kind of like the prevention or this, but no one's really putting out videos. So, he was talking about different things that we could just be precautious with, like the flashlights that kind of like blink really, with the lumens, and it has an eye gouger. So you could kind of, it's sad that I'm showing my friends and my family this video because it's so real. He's like, I know this is kind of visceral, but when you scratch them or there's a little bit of blood, you get the DNA, and getting that DNA is also quicker apprehension,
But that's the thing. It's like, what it is like we've gotten to the point, yes, we do need to protect ourselves. And it's like what the fuck? It's like everyone's talking about all this like Jesus Christ. Are you Batman or what?
I mean,
what the fuck?
This, a little something like this. Yeah, just kind of like the the neck. Just little things. I feel like it's sad, but I have to give.
Well, that's the thing. The systemic part is like that takes so much. It's gonna take time,
right?
You know what I'm saying? And we do need like an immediate situation for everybody to protect themselves. You know what I'm saying?
It's sad we have to get to this point of like using violence again. But then I guess when there's other people that are being violent, what can you do?
It sucks that we need fucking a ninja knife.
Yeah, it's a little extra.
It's a little extra. That it's happening in such like just places we walk through.
Yeah.
It's like just.
It's like exactly there. The vicinity here, like on the way to church, 11:40 in the morning.
It was so sad.
3 times, like
that was a
tough watch
so
for sure.
To watch and
there are talks about.
Even with self-defense, I can't even imagine that woman being able to he literally came out of nowhere and went straight at him.
But
what was she? There was nothing. She was on the floor, like probably on the first time she was probably like out of it, unconscious, right? How do you even like prepare yourself
in
for
that situation? You do have to depend on people to really help,
and no one came. That's the crazy thing.
That guy was
huge. People who were hired to protect and to be security closed the door on her. Like that to me was so hurtful. I was like, and so a lot of people right now are taking things into their own hands, and it's scary because you don't know what might happen. It's it's just random violence everywhere. There's people getting shot in the head, God
damn.
It's just
shit's intense.
Yeah, and it's a lot of people are having that conversation about, because we're talking about it a lot and it's kind of like taking over social media, the news feed. That could be actually triggering more attacks. Do you know what I'm saying? Just like people are doing it more intentionally because they're like, oh, they're getting all this attention. It's a weird thing. Like, it's a weird paradigm. Like, I don't know what we can do.
I saw a comment today that kind of impacted how, you know, I was starting to think and how I was discussing like what's going on right now is I think I saw a tweet where somebody said, I have low tolerance for like people who criticize how you are politically active, how you do it, because no one's going to get it perfect.
Right.
But it gives the people when they criticize to actually do nothing, right? And I feel like at times I have criticized the way people are active.
Yeah.
And I just feel like that's not productive. And it made me think a lot about how I will move forward in criticizing those people.
Yeah. No, that's,
you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And
I had that thought too.
It hit me hard. I was like, this is just not productive all
Right.
around for me to do that. And, you know, and I don't know the solution either.
Right.
It's not like I'm giving, good solutions. So I'd rather just like support it, know that all around it's going to be good to speak up on that level. So fuck it.
When a mother is getting beat in front of her daughter on the way to the Stop Asian Hate rally, we're at this turning point right now. You know, when people see that, a lot of these patrols, you know, I think NYPD is doing like little fake, you know, they're like plainclothes officers. Is that right, Alex? Like they're doing plainclothes officers. So, you know, they're taking measures, but
Why is this happening so much to the elderly too? It's so sad.
It's
and
easy
so
targets.
Weak.
It's
I know
just-
it's
it's
so
just-
weak of people to be doing things like this.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I see a lot of mental health issues that need to be addressed. You know,
At some
And a lot
point,
of-
yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
that's okay. And like fight over. You know, it's like. It's like people see violence and they use violence. The violence is so everywhere. Like if we can so slowly step away from that, but it's
Yeah.
like it's part of our culture.
yeah.
You know, and that's like what we've been doing so long. It's like all that stuff, where does it come from? And
Yeah.
how do we stop that? You
At
know what
some
I mean?
point, I think we just started not looking at elderly as a figure of respect, kind of. You know what I mean?
I
Well, no,
mean,
they're physically just not as strong.
I remember when the elders used to
Sometimes,
beat
not
us.
always, not always.
The days
Yo,
when the
relax.
elders beat us.
damn. I
No,
mean, you're right. It's like, yo, they keep their heads down to keep it to themselves, you know? So sometimes that's why we don't think of them, because they're just so, they stay out the picture, you know? Like that's how Asian elderly, that's how they live, you know? Quietly and just like to themselves. So if I'm seeing this guy do a fucking flying sidekick to a grandfather in a wheelchair, like that's fucked up. You know what I mean?
Right.
Literally a running start Liu Kang sidekick. It's you know, I never want to wish death on somebody, but I'm not gonna lie, when I see that, I'm like, dude, I hope he gets his, you know? It's crazy. When I saw that guy stomp that lady out, I was like, you know.
All right, well, let's take some calls. Everybody, hit us up on the Discord. We'll talk to you. It doesn't have to be about just this topic. It's a very heavy topic,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
we can
yeah.
also talk about anything else. I just want to check in with the listeners, the callers, man. It's
What was your
always good.
favorite
I
thing
missed
that you
y'all.
ate?
It's been 2 weeks.
In New York, we didn't really talk
What's
about
my favorite thing in New York?
that you ate this past trip.
Ooh,
You ate a lot, huh?
god damn. What is my favorite thing? Oh, you know what? I ate a chopped cheese.
Ooh,
I had chopped cheese.
You said you were gonna bring me some. Did you bring it?
I didn't.
Did he really?
No,
I did
I
not.
told him, can you do one thing for me, which is bring chopped cheese, which he probably forgot. But I was like, can you just bring
He
the
may
chopped
still
No,
have
but I
it.
did
He
get
may
you
still have
something.
it.
I
He
did
may
get
still
you
have it.
something
He's
though.
like gonna go over there and like start making.
Hey, brothers,
yo,
you
yo,
Just make it.
Jay Key, how do I do this? You're one of your friends. One of your New York bros.
Nah, but I ate a chopped cheese. It was delicious.
Or I said, oh, eat it and take a picture, which I
I
also
totally
did not
forgot.
do.
I'm sorry.
okay.
I just remembered right now. I was like gonna hide it from you that I ate one.
yeah, bro. You just
What the fuck?
don't admit that. Bro.
I
would
know.
you
I
admit
know.
that?
I don't know because you know.
He's just like
It's
digging.
No worries.
All right,
It's
let's
not
take
that
a call right now. This is Basic.
What's good, basic?
You're on there, Basic. Yep, we hear you.
Let me mute. All
Yeah.
right, cool. What's up, guys? How's it going?
Hi.
I'm
What's
good.
up, buddy?
How are you?
Doing all right. Doing all right. I've been thinking about this a lot, right? You know, kind of being inside all the time, thinking about how artists are trying to make money on their music, right?
Mm-hmm.
Learning that, you know, things like Bandcamp Friday are like really important, which is like coming up in 2 days, right? So you guys have been around for before streaming, right? Would you say that your how would you say streaming has changed your outlook on, you know, trying to get that passive income, I guess, right? Like, I know that Dumb has talked about it with Harambe and stuff, where it like shows up on a playlist, gets 15 million views, and then kind of like goes somewhere else, right? And those are like really cool, but I'm just thinking about like the long term, right?
Streaming personally for me has never been my main source of income, just because I've never received like a crazy amount of streams where it was like crazy money.
Yeah.
So it hasn't changed for me much, where my income comes from, yes, like people buying merch or coming to the shows or things like that, you know? So I can't say streaming was a game changer for me personally. Like, it didn't do much for me.
You need to, like, the translation is crazy. Like, how many clicks, how many streams for like $1, you know? It's ridiculous. But
that's what I've been reading about. So
yeah, you know, people are, you know, they talk about Tidal, they talk about sound, you know, just all the Spotify. It's yeah, we don't see too much money from the streams, but through that, you know, just getting the name out, and definitely live shows and merch. And
wait, is this
you know,
music are you solely asking about music streaming?
yeah,
Or like
I think so.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
'cause-
Not
'cause,
like
like
Twitch streaming. Yeah, of course. Live.
yeah, because like you haven't been able to do shows, right, for the last 12 months, right? Or
Right.
at least like nothing in real life, right? And that's, I'm sure, where a lot of your merch sales come from too, right? People coming up to the table after the show, before the show, that kind of stuff. So
Right. I mean,
I'm
I
just
see a
trying to
lot
be
of
more cognizant, right?
I see a lot of people taking matters into their own hands and getting off streams and just selling music, like straight off.
Yeah.
You know, just giving the MP3 directly to the consumer, to the audience. And you know, it's like a pros and cons, because that way you don't really become visible because you're off all the streaming platforms, but you're getting all the money directly from it's pretty much to the consumer, to the artist, like direct, you know, and that's definitely another option.
Wait, so with
For
this
sure.
NFT stuff, can you just do one song and then
Oh,
What?
NFTs. Nah, I feel.
No, I'm saying, can you just buy one? Can someone like this dude, right? Can basic buy your song and then like, you know, charge a certain.
I don't even know how to explain. I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know this whole
All I
world.
can say is I'm not going to do that. Like, I'll buy everything that you have on Bandcamp, which, Dumb, is not all of your albums, as I've noticed, right? It's only up to We Might Die, I think.
Just because
But,
I just don't like Bandcamp. Like, I don't know, people are still buying off of Bandcamp. You know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing. It got really popular because they started doing these Bandcamp Fridays last year, where you get like 97% of the proceeds instead of like 80 or 70 or whatever they were doing their normal cut
wow.
for. So
on Fridays only?
it's like the first Friday of every month for the last like 10 months or something.
Really? Okay.
I didn't
well,
know
maybe
that.
I'll
Wow.
revisit Bandcamp. But here's the thing for me. It's like, I love making art. I love making art, and I wish that you can just completely make money straight from the art. Like,
Right.
you know, streaming the song, listening
Right.
to the song. But obviously, no, like, artists have to sell merch and things like that. And I'm not going to lie, like, I don't even enjoy selling merch, really. Like, I don't. It's like, but that's where a lot of the money comes from, right? To
Right.
support an artist. But I don't like having to think about, like, a new merch idea
Exactly.
to sell. Like, it's
outside
not
of
my,
our work.
yeah, like, maybe if I was, like, a heavy dude, like, who likes making clothing, like, that would be my thing. Like, I would
heavy
be,
dude right now.
No, if it was my thing, I'd be into it, you know. But it's not necessarily my thing all the time. Like, I some ideas are like, yeah, it's cool that I did that or whatever, but I don't want to have to keep selling that to my fans.
Nah, for sure.
You know, so I have a love and hate relationship
Someone
with
said
it.
to make a cardigan. Actually, that'd be
That'd be tight.
Ooh, like
Actually,
a
would
with
be
a
so
K,
good.
like a
Yeah.
K on a cardigan. That'd be
Good.
fire.
That'd be fire,
That would
actually.
be fire.
That'd be so.
But I do.
$75.
I appreciate the idea that
Ew.
people love our stuff so much that they support us and they buy the merch and they rep it, you know, they rock it. Like, intentionally, our Yachts logo is so big on the hoodie, they just look like flags, you know what I mean? So people just rock. It's a beautiful situation to know that you put out an item and it just sells out because they want to support you like that, you know? So
That is cool. I like that. It's just, I think that's my next step right now. And earlier, what I was talking about, like, trying to do something that might not have instant kind of gratification,
Right,
fruition. You know, it's like I'm trying to work on something on the creative sense where I don't want to just survive.
Right.
It's
I
not
don't
about
know.
the money.
Yeah.
It's not. I got to go back to
Not
that.
about the money.
Still
Well, but
spending
you
money.
have a
for
mortgage
me.
now, right? Like you got to pay for it somehow.
That is true. I
That
don't
is
know
true.
why I'm having this revelation right now, right when I signed
You got
the
a
fucking
mortgage.
deed and shit. All right, but we'll figure it out.
Basic. Thank you for that interesting point, bro.
Yeah, for sure. It's just like, it's been on my mind, right? Trying to support the people that I want more content from, right? I want more music. I want more of that output, right? And I know that I've been paying for Spotify for 9 years, right? That's like over $1,000 of membership fees that I know probably none of it has actually gone to you guys, right? Like it's gone to like Ty Dolla Sign, which is like, don't get me wrong, love Ty Dolla Sign, but like
For
he
sure.
doesn't really need my $10 a month.
I think there's definitely
No, he needs he needs your $10 like
Well,
any artist,
Yeah.
Like they need
I know,
money.
but like, I'm thinking the
he
number
has
of
dollar
times,
sign
right?
in his name, bro.
He wants
He's
to
already
think
got
about
the major
young-
deal,
he
right?
wants
He's
about-
already getting
right,
paid
like-
for the placements. He's already getting paid for the features, right? I'd rather put that money towards people that I can give more directly to, right?
But that's the thing, how it's hard to gauge all this stuff because the more you put out music, whether you get a lot of streams or not, it does play into other things. You could make a song that could get a placement in a movie or TV show, and it could be a song that is not that popular on Spotify.
Right.
You know what I mean? But
Right.
you have something, you have content, you have a music video could lead to a branding deal. So all these things are really hard to gauge at the end of things.
And especially now with TikTok and like each play
Jeez, yeah.
kind of ads and all that. So yeah, it's you have to be in the know though. You know what I mean?
I am on a sound. Remember when we tried to do a sound bite? He made a song. I don't think it's out. It's not gonna
Oh
come
yeah,
out.
she did like a
I
little
did a
ad
l-
lib for me.
That was actually really fun. Can we do another one?
You could do it on the Turtle Duck call.
Turtle Duck.
All right, thank you,
Oh,
Basic,
shit.
for
Thank you,
calling. Appreciate
Basic.
Yeah. Thanks, y'all. Have a good
All
one.
right.
Appreciate you.
Dottie.
Dodger.
Is that too?
Hello.
Datu is one of my Datus.
What's
I've
up,
taken
man?
on father figures, and this might be one of them. Datu.
Yeah, I've been loving Steffie's streams lately,
Aw.
but I'm glad to see that everybody's back on What's Wrong with Them. Last week felt kind of weird with you guys not having a podcast, but
Yeah, I heard that from a lot of people on the DMs. They were like, "Yo, you guys messing up my Tuesday routine by not streaming."
Right.
Made me feel good.
Made you feel-
yeah, I had
Sometimes
my
you got-
browser open.
Sometimes you gotta pull back.
Like, phone was dumb. I was like, he's not going on today. What the heck?
Yeah, sometimes you gotta make them, miss you and then reel them back in.
Wow, bro.
Man, that's what I like to do.
But my quick questions was I noticed that done with you just buying like a house and stuff like that. I tend to find that for me,
Sugar Datu.
I set my life with like certain achievements. So like you buying a house is such a big achievement. After making that purchase or still paying off that purchase, do you just see the like what's next for me, or is that why you were kind of like afraid of what's going to happen next, and is that why you kind of went to like New York to try to figure stuff out?
No, I went to New York for work, but there were these conversations that we were having that got real deep and made me kind of think about like, what is my next step,
Right.
in life, and does it have to necessarily? I think I got to get to the root of me as a person as opposed to my career and my life and finances.
Wow, that was
Talk
like the most beautiful thing I've
Datu
ever heard
shit.
you say, dude.
Woo!
Wow.
And that's what
Holy
it is.
shit.
And
I didn't know you were deep.
Got
I
me-
know you were deep.
Well, and I think that's
Got
both.
moist.
It's like your passion and where your heart is, even on a career sense, comes back to like who you are as a person. So it does go hand in hand, actually.
Don't say what you said in different words. You already killed it.
Yeah, we got it.
You already killed
got-
it.
we get
Why'd
what
you
you're
try to
saying.
paraphrase
I
what
know,
you
it
just
was
said
so
with new
beautiful,
words?
You
right
just
there?
added more stuff to it.
God damn! All right.
Yeah, I mean,
You're looking within. I think you should make a song about it. I wanna feel it.
I'm
I
looking
feel like I need that on a
within.
t-shirt or something.
It's inside.
Yeah,
me,
I mean, it
and
does.
wants to come out.
Man in the mirror. No. But it's real. Like, I don't know. I just had this talk with a bunch of guys who are all in different parts of our lives, as far as even age-wise, career-wise, relationship-wise. And I just started looking at everybody engaging.
Yeah.
Where do I fit in? And there were some things I didn't like, that I didn't want to be at,
Right.
and we had some good talks.
That
It was
East Coast
good.
philosophy.
It was the bro down.
Yep.
It's Saint
Yeah,
Lucia,
for
by the
sure.
way. the song. I'm in a music video that they're talking about, but it's called
Yeah.
Saint Lucia or Saint Lucia.
Sometimes you gotta have a bro down to glow up.
Ooh,
For sure.
I like the other thing.
Sorry, that sounded better in my head. Yeah, bro. Is there anything else you want to add?
So with all the stuff that's going on right now in like the world with like all those like high Asian hate crime stuff like that, I was wondering, do you guys know any like nonprofits or like any place where we could maybe donate money or spread awareness to? Like I see the usual ones like I see on Instagram occasionally or the ones that people share. And since you guys are such a big influencer, I was wondering if you guys see any other ones or maybe some smaller ones that might need help that we could put awareness to, or maybe that I can help pitch in some money or something like that too.
Well, there's a big fund that Gold House has done with and they created a huge fund that spreads the money to a lot of organizations. So I'd probably suggest that one, just because I'm not well versed in like all the right organizations.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of people who actually do this work and help like funnel all the money. So make sure you check them out.
I tend to focus on the GoFundMe's that go directly to the victims as well. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I think.
Shout out to that grandma that donated all her.
Did you hear about that?
GoFundMe to the AAPI.
She gave it all back, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You see, that's the thing that
You
even
think it's no dime.
it just makes you so much more mad, because these are like, you know, elders and people who care a lot, you know, and like are like so forgiving. You know what I'm saying? More forgiving than a lot of us, you know.
I bet the family was like, wait, whoa.
Let's just keep 15%. But yeah, like just acts of.
Jeez. But you know, I think that's also like the Asian elderly stubbornness. Like, I don't want it, you know? I don't want it. Fuck, man.
I do have
She's a
fund.
hero.
I have a fund that my friend created. It's AAPI Safeties Accessories. I'm gonna post it on my IG. I feel like this is a good one, and I've seen a lot of my friends working on this project.
Check out Steffie's IG story. So she'll be sharing a couple of like local artists that are doing projects to raise money, which that's cool to support
dope,
too.
man.
Instead of just like putting all the money into one thing.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I think it's cool to support some like local artists who's doing some interesting stuff to kind of spread the word.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you, Daddy, for always being. I keep calling him Daddy.
Yeah.
I like can't.
Thank
Sorry.
you, Daddy. Did you just get a Hermes bag or what? Like,
It's a Chanel, but you know,
Oh,
we're working toward the Hermes. No,
thank you,
just kidding.
Daddy.
Well, I see that we got a lot of people in the waiting room, so I'll go ahead and hop off now.
Aw, thank you for supporting.
That's what it was like on the subathon, man. He just dropped mad subs. I'd be like,
Dude, he's awesome.
thank you, Daddy.
I know exactly right. You know, you want to.
Oh, man.
Thanks for calling, bro. Talk again.
Thank
No
you.
problem. See you next time.
Peace.
Peace.
Bye.
Copy. Do you copy?
Copy. Do you copy?
Copy. Oh, yeah. Remember? This is the nose blood guy.
Hello?
What's up, brother?
What's up?
Yo, I was wondering if you guys remembered me. I
Come
called
on,
like a
dude.
month and a half ago.
Yeah.
Yes, we remember you.
What
of
up,
course.
nosebleed?
I finally made it out of quarantine. I'm in the motherland.
Woo! What's the first thing you ate?
Solongtang.
Okay. Okay.
That is bone
Fire.
marrow.
Bone marrow.
stew.
Yeah. Bone marrow soup. Yes. Nice, bro. How do you like it? Is it your first time in the motherland or not?
Yeah, it's my first time, bro. It's actually it's crazy.
It's exhilarating, right?
It's actually a culture shock, bro. You know what no one ever told me is that it fucking smells like shit in so many places.
Wait. Have you?
Hits my nose like so fucking random.
You're really fucking selling our motherland.
Yeah, I know,
Jesus
bro.
Christ.
Relax, bro.
Hold on. Wait. Have you? Did you? This your first time ever in Korea?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know that feeling you look around and you know this sounds cliche, it's like basic, but everyone is Korean. That revelation, like it kind of freaked me out when I first went to Korea. Just you look around, you're like, wow, everyone is Korean right now.
No,
Obviously.
but you know why it
even
smells
with the-
like shit everywhere to you? It's because it's your shit, bro. It's our people's shit.
Handle
you
your
smell it.
shit.
Wait, we were like, this is familiar. Yeah, it's our people's shit, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Come
That's why
on.
you're smelling it more.
You know the amount of samgyeopsal that gets grilled out there. The oil's got to go somewhere, bro.
Hey, you know
Hell
what's
yeah.
crazy? I actually quarantined at the same hotel that Rec quarantined in. Like I saw him post something on his IG, and I was like, "Wait, yo, I'm literally staying in this fucking hotel right now too."
Yo, Rec is flourishing. He's eating so well. You see his shits, man? I mean, not his shits.
Is he posting his shits or what?
Not his shits. I meant like his clips. Like, you know, I tune into his Twitch, his nocturnal like 3:30 a.m. Twitch streams, and he's eating magnificently with Danny, bro.
My girlfriend have been we have like no followers on our YouTube, just for our friends, but we've been making vlogs of like, you know, our travels and foods too. It's been
hell yeah,
cool.
share it on the Discord, man. We'll check it out.
What do you so what's some of the things you've done so far in the motherland for the first time?
We went to Hongdae. That shit was crazy.
Is that
riding the subway? Never ridden a subway before.
How's it feel for you, man? Do you feel more in tune with your roots?
Yeah, I mean, the problem is, like, one of the biggest reasons I wanted to come here was to learn how to speak, read, and write Korean better. Because I understand pretty good, but my speaking, my pronunciation is complete trash.
Right.
Like, for my 23 years of life, I always thought water was woor, not moor, with the W.
What the fuck?
Yo, you don't know Dumb's? You don't know Dumb's song or what, bro?
Yeah, my pronunciation. I'm telling you,
the whole time.
Wool Giselle.
That's hilarious, bro.
Damn. But you know, you improve tremendously when you have conversations. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm trying to speak as little English as I can.
Yeah.
I'm trying to just like order Korean and everything. It's really hard though.
Yeah,
but
man.
I'm here for another 2 months, so.
Damn.
Yo, is this true? I heard that like in Korea they prefer you to just, if they talk to you, if you have like a bad Korean accent, like you're Korean American or whatever, it's they don't respect that as much as someone that just speaks English fully.
Really?
Have you guys
They kind of go, oh, 영어를 돼요. They're like, yeah,
like they want to practice their
English
English.
is okay.
Yeah, maybe. But it's a flip side too. A lot of people find it charming. You know what I mean? That's like the guys go to. Like, you know, they speak kind of like cute broken Korean. You know what I'm saying?
Do you play that up when you're there?
Año.
But I just.
감사합니다.
But do they though? I always wondered if they took it the same way. You know, like when like a white dude kind of knows Korean and he sees you and he's like, "안녕하세요."
He's like,
just
"Be
shut
bro,
up,
I
bro.
hate that
Just
shit.
chill.
Not even
Like
bro.
I get it. Like it's like
Yeah.
It's like a culture. They're like, "Oh, I'm more cultured. I know what's up." But for some reason, I'm like offended. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly
you know what I'm saying?
you mean, bro.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you mean.
Hey, so we gotta bring it back for Minority Drug Report episode 2, because you guys recommended that I shouldn't bring any weed with me, but yeah, I kind of broke that rule by like 10 feet.
Did you put it in your butthole or what?
Where did you put it?
Nah, all right, you want to guess how many different things I brought with me?
Jesus, 4, 3.
We won't go into the details, but I want to say at least 4 different extracurricular shits.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm
Addy.
gonna guess. I'm gonna say, okay, you said Addy, so I'm gonna say you brought Molly, Addy, weed, and
A little bit of nose
and
blood.
acid.
Acid is the
Yeah. Okay,
easy
so
one,
those
I
for. How
feel
about
like.
you? What's your guess?
Oh, we're talking about the actual. I think definitely Addy. A little bit of weed, but I think maybe like the vapes.
Edibles.
A little bit of the boga choga, and
Edibles would be easy too.
some M's.
Nah, I didn't bring any Molly, and I didn't bring any booger sugar. I brought hydrocodons. I brought Addy. I brought acid. I brought weed. And
I mean, that sounds like a fair amount.
Yeah, I mean, toys.
That should be amount.
Toys up, bro.
Yeah.
I'm telling you though, eating Korean barbecue stoned as fuck. Oh, dude, that's the fucking vibe, bro.
That's LA, baby.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. There's like, I mean, there's things that I
He
feel
could probably
like
sell that shit right
would
now.
enhance
Actually, make
some of these countries' experiences
Oh my
too.
gosh,
you know
dude.
what I'm saying? Cherry blossoms on acid would be lit. You know what I mean?
Yo, Hongdae on acid.
Can you
It's like-
paint with all the colors
saying,
of the
like-
wind?
Dude, don't take acid and go to the seafood market, bro. That's gonna be
Yo.
crazy.
Maybe
No,
that's
not
why you're
the-
smelling
the
more
ones that-
shit
Yeah,
vividly.
That's so true.
You know. All right, bro. Well, thanks for calling.
yeah.
Thank
Don't
you.
get arrested.
Yeah, be safe, bro.
All right, bro.
God damn.
I'm
Peace.
chilling.
All right, be safe, brother.
안녕 계세요.
Yeah. Oh,
Jeez, that was
shit.
terrible,
That was pretty
bro.
terrible.
That
All right.
I'm out.
All right.
Clean that shit up.
Okay.
Come on.
Let's see. J Train, talk to us.
Jiggity jig
Oh,
jig.
yeah. We got Seonsaengnims.
Salonge. Oh no, Seonsaengnims. Sung, turn yourself up, bro.
Oh, there he is. Sung, what's up?
Can you?
Yeah, we can hear you. Oh, he jumped out.
You jumped out.
Is he back in? Sung?
Sung.
Stay in the live.
Stay in the live. Stay.
Hello.
Yep.
Staying alive.
Hi.
What's
First
up,
of
bro?
all, huge fan of Dom. Been following you since you and Breezy Lovejoy did the thing on YouTube.
Thank you,
Not
brother.
Steady.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
Rick, huge fan of you as well, man. Your music's amazing. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, bro.
Steffie, huge fan of your content creation. I'm an aspiring fashion design student. One day I hope to, dress you in my clothes. That'll be like a dream.
Ooh.
I love how he said that too.
Yo,
You're gonna
dress
dress
you
me in
in
your
my-
clothes.
That's how I'd holler at if I was a
Yeah.
photographer. I'd love to dress you in my clothing one time.
Damn, I'd love to check out your clothes.
Love to drape you in my fabric.
I know.
I think your work's really inspiring and just keep up the good work. I just wanted to ask, because you guys are all creatives and right now I'm doing a creative thing. Sometimes we as creatives, we hit like a creative deficit. We hit like a brick wall.
Mm.
And I wanted to ask what you guys do to sort of, come out of that sort of stump.
It's a big question. A lot of people ask this question all the time. I don't.
Really?
Sometimes I don't try.
Yeah. I know exactly what you mean.
I just wait it out.
That's so funny that you said
it's
that.
just real.
Yeah.
I think every time I try to figure out this answer, I always have another answer, but this is really the real answer.
Yeah.
Because you just gotta sometimes just wait it out,
For sure.
I mean, and waiting it out doesn't mean like let me just not do anything, but it means you just kind of dabble in other things that have nothing to do with creative to see what will work and what strikes.
I feel like that would make more of an authentic
Return.
For sure.
Authentic work, right? Which makes it better. Like people relate to that instead of it being like fake and I don't know.
No, for sure. It's
contrived.
forced. Exactly.
You could tell.
Yeah.
Right.
There's this interview, a Lauryn Hill interview that I always revisit sometimes. It's she kind of took a hiatus from music, and the interviewer's like, "Yo, where you been at? Like, how come you haven't been dropping anything?" And she goes, "My lyrics comes from my life, so I was living life." You know what I mean? Like she was out. I know we have these phases of creativity, and when we focus on trying to like break that writer's block or break that just stunt, we're not inspiration comes like super random. You know what I mean? You could read a book, you could see a sign. When you're not looking for it and you're trying to like force yourself back into it, like Steph said, it's like a very organic return. I don't think that the stunt or just kind of like the unproductive season is actually like unproductive.
Well, also I think it's about how you look at it, right? Like, are we really in a slump or is that all part of the process?
Exactly.
Like the whole overall thing could be creating. Like you not making anything for 2 months, 3 months, a year.
Sure.
That's part of the whole overall thing.
Yeah.
So don't look at it as a slump.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it is good to, if you're a drawer, doodle, if you rap, write a verse here and there. Just kind of like just keeping your pen sharp, your sword sharp is also very important. But, when you have these little plateaus, don't be so discouraged because this is the time when you're just kind of like soaking in things, thinking inwardly.
Like
it's a good time.
I feel like I've been feeling very inspired by meeting new people, but people in different fields from what I'm in. Always creative, but like talking and hanging out with people that I normally would never hang out with. I think I've been feeling very inspired by that. Learning, right? And experiencing like their world in a way, but intimately, right, with somebody else, just that you just would never fuck with.
Right,
I think
for sure.
that's been really cool for me.
Even a change of scenery or like you said, a change of group, just get new flavors. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes when I see someone kind of on fire when I'm not, like I take that as inspiration and I come back and there's like that competitive feel too. It's just you could take this energy away like in many different ways, bro. But this plateau is an exciting period, bro. You know what I mean?
Awesome. Thank you so much. Just one more thing.
Sure.
I've always wanted to do this. Minority Report.
Okay. I
not
love it.
Korean.
People
Is it
really
Song?
love this.
Well,
People
Isn't
love
this
this.
Korean?
segment.
It's not Korean because your
Oh, the
name is
name
Song.
does
Song?
say.
Not only that, he said minority report. Like, he sounded mad.
The
I'm gonna
name
say
here,
Korean, bro.
Seunggi, that sounds Korean
Yeah,
as shit.
I got beat up by a Seunggi back in back at Hangudakyo, bro.
Even the laugh sounded Korean right there. That laugh was Korean.
Was it
bro.
him? Yeah. Yeah, that cackle. I'm just gonna go with. Can you say the sentence though? Just be like, you know, right now I'm in a plateau, but I'm excited to get out of it.
right now I'm in a plateau, but I'm excited to get out of it.
It's hard to disregard the name. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go with Korean, bro. I'm gonna go with Korean.
Right.
The way you said my raw ray part.
What is it? What
yeah,
is it?
I'm Korean. Thanks for doing that.
Woo!
Wow, we all fucking got that
Dude,
one. Well,
Seunggi-
it's also in the name.
Seunggi was like my D'Angelo Bailey, bro. Like I got beat up by Seunggi
Korean.
back in the day.
Yeah,
Korean.
Seunggi List sounds like a Korean
Seung-
rapper from
Yeah,
the
yeah.
90s. Like,
Yeah.
Seunggi List.
It's part of-
Seunggi List coming at you live from the 99. All right.
MC Snow.
All right, thanks for
it.
calling, bro.
Thank you,
Appreciate it.
bro.
All
Thank
right.
you so much. See ya.
See you.
We got London on the track. What's
LA
up?
foodie.
London.
What's up, London?
Hello, how's it going?
Hi.
I always like to hear like a take from London. 'cause
Yeah,
I feel like she has
same.
good takes. You know?
Food takes, right?
Food takes.
The good food takes.
I'm actually calling about food because today's actually my birthday.
Woo!
Happy birthday, London.
Thank
Happy
you very
birthday.
To you.
Yeah. So what are you gonna do for your
London.
birthday?
So I'm calling because actually my friend, I'm actually from Baltimore, Maryland, but I've been in LA for like 12 years now.
Mhm.
And so my friend sent me crab cakes on ice.
What?
my birthday.
I love crab cakes
Yo.
from Beatmore.
Yeah, so that was
That's
like
funny.
the highlight. I get a knock on the door this morning, and the UPS guy drops off. It's from a place called Papa's. They have like the best crab cakes if you ever go to
That's
Maryland,
fun.
Baltimore.
Yeah, I feel like I've tried it
That's-
actually. That shit's
Yeah.
fire.
You know
Maryland
what?
blue crabs, right?
My sister went to school. My sister went to school out in Baltimore, and so like I visited a few times. And the one thing my mom always told me to bring back were crab cakes. She loves crab cakes, and she thinks the ones here they're made out of like the can, the fake
Oh,
stuff.
it's not the same at all.
So
not the same
good
at all.
there.
London, are these crab cakes breaded?
They are not breaded, but they
Ooh.
have probably like a little bit of breadcrumbs in them, maybe.
Right, little
but it's
panko
really
situation.
Yeah, but it's mostly just that
Yum.
lump crab meat. You know.
How are
Some
you? How are you
crab
gonna?
cakes.
I have a crab cake that I bought from the farmers market the other day, so that just reminds me. How are you gonna prepare these crab cakes?
So it actually comes with instructions. I'm just gonna put it in the oven. They suggest heating it for like 15 minutes, but then I know you really gotta broil it for like the last few minutes to get that nice
Right,
crisp on the top
The little
and all
crisp.
that. So
that little
Ta-
crisp.
tartar sauce?
Mm.
What are we saying with the sauce?
I'm not a tartar sauce person,
Right.
but
From
every
London,
now and
though.
then I'll eat it with like mustard. Some
Mustard.
on the side.
I don't think you're supposed to eat it with
Mustard.
tartar. That one.
Yeah, it's
That
fish.
might not be a
you know?
tartar.
Or
yeah.
cocktail? I would eat it with cocktail sauce, mustard. Mustard, I would make it a honey mustard.
Come on, Jay.
I would put some honey in that mustard.
By the way, I just tweeted about sauces. I don't know if you guys saw that. I said the number one dipping sauce for McNuggets is the hot mustard.
Woo!
No!
What?
What?
I'm angry. What?
What?
That's your number one sauce?
Hot mustard
It's a
is
fire
hands
sauce.
down the best sauce ever
dude.
created. One's in the
No.
chat if you
What
agree.
is it?
It's a mix. I know this sounds crazy, but it's a mix of
I'm sorry.
Go.
sweet and sour.
That's good
Keep
too.
it old
Yeah, I'm not
school.
gonna
I love
lie.
the sweet.
Yeah.
The buffalo ranch puts the spice.
What?
And then the ranch for the creamy. You gotta do all
dude.
three.
She's dipping
I'm
nuggets
telling
in
you,
ranch,
I just, my mouth
bro.
watered right now.
Dipping
Yo.
nuggets in ranch. Stop, dude. Just stop right now.
Honey mustard? That's so
Honey mustard is whack. Yo, time out that
so
person.
whack. Yes,
fuck?
Panda Whales.
I mean, hot
I've
mustard.
never heard anyone say hot mustard is whack.
That's
It's whack,
crazy.
no.
London, look what you
Let's
started
talk
right
to Lil-
now.
hold on.
I know.
What?
know.
How about London?
Well,
What do you like? What dipping sauce? Cause okay, let me hold on before you answer. I also just traditional barbecue is great. Traditional barbecue
Oh
for
for
sure.
my
Come on,
God,
come on.
again.
It is.
What, you don't like
Oh my
traditional?
God.
No.
I
Oh my
quit.
gosh.
Go get some freaking go get barbecue.
No,
Don't go to-
dude, it's a
don't-
different barbecue sauce, dude. Barbecue sauce for nuggets is a different thing. The standard barbecue sauce for the nuggets, that's what they made it for. In the lab, they were
The
like,
sweet
this
and sour is
supposed to go
good
with
too.
that.
Sweet and sour, I get it. You know, the buffalo.
Let's talk to
you know.
London. Let's see what she
Yeah,
said.
London. Let's go. What's your
Thank
favorite?
you,
What's your favorite
Aubrey.
sauce at McDonald's?
London? Oh, she go away. She couldn't even take this
She
conversation.
could-
She left.
It was like, fuck
Got too
you.
spicy for
What
her.
are you guys talking about?
Damn.
All right.
Oh, there she is.
Sorry, I don't know if it cut off for a second. I got a phone call.
What did you say? So what's your favorite sauce?
But I was like, it's actually honey mustard.
Okay, the honey mustard's cool.
Yeah,
The honey mustard. I hate it when I ask for hot mustard and they give me the honey mustard
Nah,
by
you
accident.
gotta
I get
the hot
so heated.
mustard. The hot
I get
mustard.
so heated.
Hot mustard is the move, man. It really is.
Speaking of sauce,
Yes, Tom.
Uh-oh, you cut off again, London. Who's calling her? Who's calling
It's her
her?
birthday. She gets mad calls, you know?
Oh, yeah.
it didn't exist. It didn't. Yeah, everyone's calling me right now. It's
You're
like-
loved.
And I'm like, it's like my aunt, and then she's probably like, "Why aren't you answering?" She's older, so.
So
But,
what sauce?
Oh, I didn't know that this didn't exist all over the U.S. But duck sauce, like if you go to like the fast food Chinese places.
Let's
That's
go.
a New York. That's a New York. Always has duck sauce at the Chinese restaurants.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. It turns me off because it's like I don't know something about it being called duck.
Duck
Like,
sauce.
makes me. I know it's not duck.
They also
Yeah.
put it on a lot of dishes.
but
a
I
lot of
don't
dishes.
like it. I don't
It's
know.
one letter away
It's
from-
weird, and it's always in the plastic little. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a
The
little
plastic
weird.
looks a little like bootleggy,
Sus,
right?
Yeah.
But speaking of Chinese sauces, the hot mustard from a Chinese restaurant,
Yes!
come on.
Okay,
I would
that's
take
good.
3 of those, rip it, and just squeeze it
Those
into
are
my
fire.
mouth.
Yes.
Whoa,
Yes.
chill.
Just in my mouth.
But you know who has a Panda Express? Do you guys know that?
Yeah,
I did
Okay.
not know that
Yeah.
one.
No,
actually.
Panda Express. You got to mix that with the other
Yeah.
red one.
for sure.
Mix
Come on.
fucking
The
orange
sriracha
chicken?
joint?
Oh my god.
I was at a Chinese restaurant, you know, like the Hop Key, which is like a fire spot in Chinatown in New York City. And I was afraid to ask for sriracha because I didn't know if it was like an
Why?
offensive thing to ask.
Wait, what?
Why?
Sriracha?
Because they already have the red hot chili oil sauce.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
So I'm like, is it offensive for me to ask sriracha? And
Nah,
he
it's
was
fine.
like kind of offended. And I immediately was like, yeah, because the homie was asking.
I saw a picture of the food you took there at Hopkey, and it was all just like brown.
Yeah, because it's the sauce. Is that what sauce is that? It's like
XO.
the one they use
It's
for
brown.
everything. You
Every-
know?
it was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like everything on your plate was like
Yeah.
table was brown, like
Yeah,
this table.
it
It was like sepia.
There was like no.
Oh,
All
All right,
right,
London, thanks
I-
for calling. Is there anything else you want to add?
Oh, I was just gonna say, I just had a real quick question. It's
Yeah,
really for,
sure.
I guess, Steffi and Rick, because you guys are the East Coasters.
Bang,
But
bang.
is there like anything that you can't get here in LA, food-wise or
Yes.
snack-wise, that you miss?
Yes, chopped cheese for sure, and delicious Jewish deli food. I fuck with the pastrami over there.
Right,
Yeah.
right,
Oh,
right.
That's good.
Right.
Right.
And the lox bagels.
Yeah.
Yo,
Oh yeah, the
That's
bagels
true.
with lox.
That is
yes.
true.
Yo,
Yeah.
those are the main things I would
do
say.
miss
I
good
miss
deli
the
food.
That
most
myth
in
about
terms
the
of
water
food.
being good and the bread being better is true.
What?
Alright?
No, it's not.
I don't
Yes,
know.
it is, dude.
Whoa.
Yes, it is, dude.
Yo.
It's true. I think the
I don't-
pasta's better on the East Coast. I think Italian
Oh.
and the seafood is just on another level. I think.
Okay.
Yeah. I think the seafood is better on the East Coast. to be honest.
Yeah, I could maybe.
Oh,
agree.
you know what else? The Chinese food is much better in New York
Yeah.
than
I
Los
agree.
Angeles.
I agree with that too.
I agree
The
with
what
that.
is
Chinese food.
is better.
Like
what?
even just like the corner hole in the wall Chinese food, like you can't really find good Chinese food. I agree.
What? No.
Where?
Like
Where?
the fast
Where?
San
Where?
Gabriel
Oh, yeah,
Valley.
yeah, SGV.
No,
Oh,
San
oh,
Gabriel
oh, oh.
Valley.
We Shout
haven't
out to my-
hey, we should do that because we actually
Yo.
haven't done
No,
that.
you're right, you're right. Shout out to my
Dude,
SGV.
that is 100% better than.
Whoa! Come on, don't say
100%.
Hundo?
Yes, I don't know about Queens. I can't speak on Queens and
Right,
like outside
right.
of the different
'Cause
boroughs.
that's like their
But I'm
SGV.
talking about
Right, yeah.
Manhattan. Mm-mm.
Okay.
Manhattan doesn't really have.
All right,
you
we
know.
gotta get through these calls.
Oh, yeah,
but
yeah,
London,
yeah, yeah.
Thanks for calling.
All right, thanks guys. Have a good one.
All right.
Peace,
Bye.
peace,
We
peace.
got Kay Curry. Kay Curry. I think that's Katie Couric.
Kate Kirby.
You know what? I lived in
You're
Chinatown.
muted, Kay Curry.
The Chinatown, New York, and they have really good buns everywhere. Like you know those pastry things. Those are
because they
better
walk
there.
a lot.
What's up, Kay Curry?
You know what I mean?
Yes, that's true.
Good. Thanks for calling, bro. What's
Hi.
up?
Yeah, it's my first time calling.
What's good,
I like
homie?
your like the way
Yeah,
you're
you
saying.
sounds cool as shit right now, yo.
He sounds high as
Yeah,
fuck.
I know.
You sound
dude.
smooth like
I like it.
curry.
Hey, I'm from Tacoma, Washington. That's what we do over here.
Tacoma,
Hey,
Washington. You're definitely high if you're
Washington.
from Tacoma.
Yo,
Come
on.
you sound like a cartoon.
This is my first time calling though. I'm at work right now.
Oh, where you working?
Nice.
I work at a screen print and we do like custom tees and stuff. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Okay.
All right. You're getting high off the chemicals. All right. Cool. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, let me hear you say the sentence real quick, bro.
Yep.
The ink for this print screen did not come out correctly.
The ink for this print screen did not come correctly.
Filipino.
Yeah, I felt that.
Damn. Yeah, I'm half white, half Filipino.
Oh, he's back, baby.
I'm a hybrid.
Wow, but I was gonna guess Filipino too,
Me
actually.
too.
But
I mean, dude, he's so friendly.
it's pretty-
He's so friendly, man. Let's
Yeah, I
go,
usually
bro.
watch like the day after because I'm at work and my coworkers usually here when you guys are recording.
that was pretty impressive, Rick.
Thank
And you
Rick's
didn't
back.
even have your sunglasses on. I thought that was the trick.
No, it's yeah. You know, I have nothing to hide anymore.
That's what's
Wow,
up,
beautiful.
yeah.
It's because you got the stash though.
I'm looking
You're hiding
deep
your-
within.
Well,
You
thanks
know?
for tuning in from work, bro, because I know that usually gets people fired. So.
For sure.
Yeah, I've been a fan of yours for a minute, like since
Fan of
different
yous.
galaxy.
Damn, different galaxy.
Oh.
Damn.
Galaxy's the jam session.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, my homie Micah actually used to be a YouTube rapper.
Yeah, I
Micah
remember Micah. Yeah, I remember, bro. Yeah. He's from Seattle or something, right? Or like up there?
Yeah, we're from the same city.
Got you.
Shout out Go. I know Gao or Go.
Yeah.
He's up there. That's
Yeah,
what's
man.
up,
What's
bro.
new? You got something to ask us, or?
Yeah. So I'm a rapper too, but I was wondering, it's for you and Rick. If you were like a new rapper, like what would y'all be doing, like to get your name out there?
You know what? That's a tough question because the way we came up during that time is different with like a young artist now. So
sure.
I can't say like I'm tapped in with like what a young new artist would do right now. And that's just
Yeah.
being real. I'm not even going to try to drop game on you. But the one thing I will say is always just try to do something different. You know what I mean? And I'm talking musically or visually. I think one easy thing that I can always tell people is like do something different with your music videos.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's very easy to do. You know what's out there.
Right.
Think of
You have the
something
case
that's
study,
different, and
for
I
sure.
promise you it'll get more eyes on you. Promise you. And I don't understand why people do not do that. Like
Right.
literally, you can look through the videos. And say, that's why. Okay, you know that's why Lil Nas X, the shit that just
Right.
happened.
Yeah.
I think people are on both sides, right? You got people like this is satanic. He's like selling his soul, and the other people like defending it. Like, why are you so like affected by this visual, or whatever
Right.
the fuck? The visual is shocking, right?
Mhm.
It's a shocking visual. I'm not gonna say, oh, it's like a normal visual. No,
Right.
it's actually shocking.
Right,
The dude is
right.
honest, but that's crazy because people are like, I feel like this is the most shocking thing that's happened in like music in a long time. Like we have Marilyn Manson when he came out with people were all wilding out,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Eminem. I think it's kind of refreshing that like we haven't had a crazy shocking thing that motherfuckers are talking about like this in a long
Is this
time.
the
Yeah.
pole one you're talking about?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the whole
Or he lap
Dude,
dance
he
to Satan.
copied FKA Twigs video.
Yeah, I saw that, John
so
Cellophane.
fake,
part
dude.
of it, not all of it. Like,
Yeah.
obviously because he had the
That was a huge
Satan
thing.
part
I
or
was
whatever.
like,
And it's
whatever,
interesting
but-
because when you put out something shocking like that, people that are on your side and on the other side, they still have to come and watch it. You know what I mean? To
Yeah.
talk about it. Like people who hate it and disgusted, they
I
share
have-
it like
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead,
Go ahead.
That's
No,
okay.
no, I want to.
praise God.
I'm not a rapper, and you did not ask me this question, but I know the secret because I've been around you guys. right?
And you've
You
been
guys
around
make-
rappers too.
And I've been around a lot of rappers now.
Yeah.
You have to just make a viral video and become famous through YouTube or TikTok, not Instagram anymore. And that's how you make it. You go viral. So
No,
you have to
but
do
you
some
can't-
weird shit. Yeah, you got to make something unique, something that people fuck with, and then that's how you become big.
Yeah,
Like,
but
that's literally what-
but you can't just say make a viral video. You don't know if things are gonna go viral.
Well,
You know
I'm
what
just saying.
saying?
Well, no, I'm not
Like
saying
aiming
I know.
for that,
I don't
though.
know
Yeah.
what that is. I'm just saying like that's what it is. Like you have to get famous on the internet somehow.
Yeah, I agree. There's a lot of this internet virality thing. Like it wasn't always like that, but the virality is important, and it's not about going viral. You have to be able to go viral over and over again.
Right, for sure.
That's a huge thing.
you don't wanna be
that's
at
the
one hit.
hard part.
Right.
But let me just tell you, because I want to go back to Lil Nas X thing. I actually wanted to ask you. We never talked about it. I want to ask you because you're a big Christian, so that was a shocking image to you, right?
It was definitely shocking, but it was also ambiguous because he like breaks his neck. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I read the reasoning behind it. He was saying all the things that you guys were preaching to me and like making me hate myself, like, you know, him being homosexual. Like, he's like, I want you guys to feel that same anger that you've given me.
I think that's kind of powerful. Look,
I think that's powerful.
Let me tell you right now, bro. Like, he doesn't owe Christian shit. He don't owe them shit. Like, all these Christians are angry at him. Like, what the fuck? Like, y'all were telling him that you're gonna go to hell for being gay. Like, he doesn't owe y'all shit. If anything, I would want to fucking, you know, like, get y'all pissed or troll y'all too. To be honest.
All right, back up.
It's true.
No, I know exactly what he's
like,
saying.
why are there,
I think
why
people are
hating
reacting
on-
like they owe him to do something for y'all.
And you know what else?
Get that.
You know what else?
You
is
want him
like,
lap dancing Jesus?
Old Town Road also was like accepted by a lot of the kids. You know what I mean? It became kind of like a song for the children too, you know? And sometimes as an artist you want to break out from that. You know, you want to break out from that, like, yo, I'm not just a safe PG-13 rapper, you know? Same thing like when we made Lifted with Nafla. Like, it was kind of like the same mentality. It was just like, dude, I wanted to shift and break people's just like assumption or like what I should be, you know, being boxed in like that. So I get it, but you know, I think the whole creating the shoe without Nike's consent was dumb as fuck.
Yeah, that's. But I'm not even talking about
Yeah.
that. I'm
Well,
just
they
talking about
flipped it,
this.
right? It was like it was actually a Nike shoe, but they just
Yeah.
switched
So
up.
that's stupid. People thinking it's Nike. Nike would not actually probably let that
for
even
sure.
fly. But all I'm saying is, people who are angry think Satan means something to everybody. To a lot of people, Satan don't mean shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it might be important to you, heaven, hell, all that stuff. It's not necessarily important to me. You know what I'm saying? When it doesn't scare me that a dude has like Satan in his video or a pentagon. Like, that doesn't mean much to me, to be honest.
Pentagram.
What? Oh yeah, Pentagon. Did I say Pentagon?
That's a building.
Exactly. That's how much it didn't mean shit to me. I didn't even know. I'm just saying, you can't expect everybody to have the same values and beliefs as you. Like, people don't give a fuck. Like, that don't mean shit.
Right.
In the end, art is art. If it's not hurting anyone, just enjoy it. Like, right? I mean, there's obviously people that are going to be controversial on the opposite side. That's just natural. There's nobody that's going to be 100% happy.
You know, I think also there's two types of people that, like, audiences. There's people that don't have kids and people that do, you know? And I think a lot of the anger or just kind of like fear and concern just comes from what's influencing my kid, what's out there, which is, you know, it's hard. It's obviously the parents' responsibility at the end, you know? It's not the artist's responsibility to babysit these kids and to, like, you know, just make things catered for them. But just speaking on initial reaction and response, I think it's different. I don't have kids myself right now, so I don't feel that same urgency of just kind of like, damn, I wish I could shield my kids from things that I think is not healthy for them. Do you know what I mean? They think
But
this
religion
is
causes so many wars. They're like the reason wars start. Is that a good, you know?
no.
You know what I'm saying?
I completely I get that, but it's just there's this innate responsibility in a parent where they're just like, okay, it's not that they don't, it's they just want to protect, shield them from
And
seeing
that's
these
fine.
things too
That's
early.
on them. And that's on them. Just do it.
Yeah.
You don't need to be out here like being extra about it. You know
Nah,
what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
Just do it. And you don't got to be on Twitter, you
Yeah.
know, hitting Nas up directly.
Nah,
Lil
for
Nas
sure.
X directly. Like,
It's like the Cardi B conversation, you know, like people hating on her for getting #1. I get it. Like, I think she's great, but I also see it from like parents' perspective. You know what I'm saying? It's like they don't want their 11-year-old kid going to school saying wet ass pussy, you know, like it's just these times right now with the internet, with social media, like you can't really shield your kids or trying to protect them from these images or these songs. It's just, that's the new reality for these parents. So I kind of sympathize both sides. You know, as an artist, you shouldn't give a fuck. But at the same time, being a parent right now.
I think there are different elements that's going on into play here because people are just angry and they want to say that it doesn't have anything to do with him being gay. It's the satanic images, but the truth is it does. I think it's more shocking to people because it is like a young gay kid twerking on Satan. I think it does play a big factor to how people perceive it. You know what I'm saying? So
I need to go back to this wet ass pussy thing. Rappers been talking about dick slob on my knob since the whatever 90s. People have been talking about that shit and now it's like because she says this it's like bad. People have been saying that shit.
I think, but back then too, like even with rap, like it was more shielded, you know. But now you can't tell your kid not to watch. If once they have internet connection and a cell phone, it's like they you know, even the access of porn, like it's just a different world. I'm not saying that it's a problem now because Cardi B said it. It's always been a problem, but now it's almost like celebrated. It's like out there, you know, like the visuals too. It's just so crazy. It's you know, there's science behind that too, you know, just how it comes out and how it's presented. Even like the VMA Awards, it was a great performance, but I sympathize. I understand why parents are just kind of wary about these things, you know, and I think this is something we need to think about for sure. You know,
I think it has to do with like cancel culture too.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, the thing is, people can watch this stuff from the 80s and 90s and this type of like now. It's not like anything new that, you know, wet ass pussy is just about a woman. That's what I think people are freaked out about more than anything.
That is true. This has been going on
this
for
has been
long
going on
time.
since the 60s. There's Playboy, there's all these things that you're going to have to censor. That's just the time.
But it's getting like you know, the exposure is just becoming more normalized, which I'm not saying is a bad thing or a good thing, but you know, like people were tripping about Janet Jackson's nipple coming out, you know, accidentally, like during the Super Bowl. But now it's like it's like, you know, things are now getting more accepted and normalized. And I don't know, I'm just talking from like a parent's perspective. I kind of understand. They're like, dude, I don't want my kids seeing this right now.
Well, what if we just less sexualize those things though, and it's not bad?
Well, I think people are just like, you're a little bit more conservative. That's
maybe
all.
That's what it is.
Yeah, you're a little more conservative, and you know, everyone has their own set of values, and I think that's okay. You know, it's okay. Like,
I think it's the parents' choice of what they want to expose to their kids, you know, and I think they have that right, you know, because it's their family. But the truth is, the world is progressing and it's moving at an alarming, like, you know, things are changing. And if you don't accept that, then it's just going to be a difficult road. And it's, you know,
it might be an Old Town road.
It might be.
Yeah. Thanks for calling, bro.
Yeah, man. Y'all got to go on tour again. Come back to Seattle.
Yeah, we hope to real soon, man. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. Thanks for calling.
Bye.
Peace.
I just love that he's giggling throughout the whole time.
Let's talk to, is Abe next? It's Abe next, right?
What up, Abe?
What's up?
What's up, man?
Sounds like you're in a car, like outside.
Yeah, I'm in the car right now, but
bro,
hold on. Let's play a game of automobile report.
All right.
Let's see what kind of car he's in real quick.
All right.
No.
Honda Civic.
Why'd you just jump into it real
Why
quick?
not?
I want to say a Kia Optima.
I'm going to say a Camry. What kind of car are you in, Abe?
Saw my car too.
What kind of car is it?
Honda Civic.
Honda Civic.
Wow.
Wait, turn him up a little bit.
Is this my version of Minority Report?
Yeah.
This is my Minority
Try to speak
Report.
closer to your mic or whatever if you can, because we can't barely hear
Yo.
What's up, babe? Where you going in life? How's your walk?
In that Honda Civic.
You hear it?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, better? All right. Right now, you know, nursing school, work, all the stuff.
Nice.
That sounds like a grind right there, which I highly respect.
100%.
Going to nursing school, working at the same time. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
Nursing, you know, it's just occupations that require that much patience and selflessness, bro. It's like, yo, I think I'm loud right now, but
It takes time, man. I'm still in a Honda Civic too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'll be looking at rappers. I'm like, how y'all got that much money? I
Did you
feel
see
like
that
I'm
Method
like
Man?
decently popping like y'all too. Like this is much at least, and
Right.
you still got like way more money than me on.
There's a
social
clip
media.
that Method Man saying that he's like, where are they
that's
getting
what
these
I'm
money?
saying. I resonated with
Right.
Meth because Method Man is a successful rapper who's had a longevity in the game for a long time.
Even movies, like, you know, his
and I'm like, if Meth is looking at them and seeing that, like, what is going on?
For sure.
Yeah.
It's a problem though, you know what I mean? Like, because you know about all the Rona and stuff and
Right.
going on, and like all the problems going on with like, you know, the restaurants too. It's like I'm seeing all the sides, and it's like it's hella scary. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Trying to
for
work in the
sure, dude.
restaurant and then working in the nursing, and like we just got into the hospitals for our school, and it's like, damn, it's hard because like you have to be extra careful. You gotta like open up the washer and dryers like immediately after you get home.
Damn,
Get
you
all
work.
clothes.
So you're nursing and you work at a restaurant.
Yeah.
God
You already know where I'm at,
damn!
though.
Yo, give my guy all three vaccines, bro.
Yo, for
give him
real.
the Moderna, the Pfizer, and Johnson & Johnson. Just make a cocktail.
That
Give this
Moderna
man.
hit me like a truck.
Oh, it hit you.
Yo.
Which
The
one?
second one
Which
hit me
one?
like- The Moderna hit me like a truck.
Oh,
The second
fuck.
one-
Was it the second dose?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, the second dose.
Damn.
That's what we both.
We got the Moderna. We got the Moderna.
And we don't have the second
We're
dose.
about
I'm
to get
so
the
scared.
second one. Yeah.
Oh, you'll be fine, guys. You'll be fine.
Nah, you'll be good. It just hit me after
Like a
like
truck,
that
though.
night. I was just like,
Yeah, what the
shivering.
hell?
Shit.
But
Damn,
that's-
bro.
like,
I mean,
everyone
yo,
has
you know,
differently, you know what I mean?
I woke up this morning and I saw this YouTube. I didn't even click on it because I was like, it's too much going on. But CDC spokesperson like emotionally says there's impending doom with COVID-19. Did you hear something about that? Impending doom, guys.
Why? No, but today I also read that it's 90%. All the Pfizer and Moderna are 90% effective.
Effective?
Effective.
Well, they're
Effective in
saying
not
that
getting
because
COVID.
of the spring break and things like that, people getting too comfortable really
Right.
fast. So
Miami.
they're just saying there's probably going to be another rise before everyone gets vaccinated,
Right.
which is, I get it. That's probably
Because it
gonna
only
happen.
covers for one strain, right? The original strain. Someone told me it's not all the strains.
Damn. It's fucking crazy.
No. But
Hey,
it's
man,
like,
keep
you
your
know,
head up, though, bro.
Yeah, you know what? It's cool though. You guys are really putting it out there, and wanted to post about or wanted to talk about that the Asian lady. So it felt bad. I could sympathize with that so much.
Yeah, that shit definitely ruined my night yesterday.
Yeah, got real mad. But thanks for the heads up.
Thanks for calling, brother.
Peace,
Appreciate
bro.
it. All right. No much.
Yo, what's good?
What's good, bro?
Yeah, it's been a while since I called in. I think it's maybe been like 3 months or something.
Yeah, 3 months and 2 weeks, bro.
It's been 3 months since you called out here.
So, it's been a while. I came in just want to give y'all some updates about my music career and just to share some
Hell
what's
yeah.
been going on.
Talk to me.
So let's see. I've been gaining, I would say, more and more traction over time. Instagram, TikTok, collabing with people in Toronto, out in Winnipeg, more songwriting. My mixing game has been a lot better. Trying to get more of that professional sound. I feel like I'm getting close, but it's not there yet.
Tell me, are we
I
there
just
yet?
filmed my music video. Yeah, I just filmed my music video 2 days ago.
Okay.
We just had an opening out in Columbus for the Hustle House. So it was like freaking 5 or 6 o'clock at night, and I had to get the shit done so I could drive all the way back home.
Right.
It's like a 2-hour drive.
I like
And,
this go-getter mentality you got right now, bro.
What's the music video
hell
like?
yeah.
What kind of music? What is this?
So the song is called Funds Up, FUNDZ up. And then I've held this song for about 2 years because originally it was supposed to be on our music label mixtape, but some people don't have their songs in and whatnot.
Right.
So yeah, so I just took the initiative to just release it as a single. And then
So what's the music video
all the time
like?
I was upping. So the music video.
I just want to know about
is
the
like-
music video.
Okay. So the music video, it's in the Hustle House, and there's a whole bunch of murals on the wall. The owners, Ciroc Star and 100, they all paint all the murals. So I used that all as the background. I used the studio and portrayed me as a producer, you know, like getting putting in the hustle, putting in the grind, putting in work, stacking up my money along with my normal job that I do every day. So over time, I'm just trying to stack and just build, really. And then eventually, I want to be a producer or just at least a vocal engineer for other rappers, and then eventually switch to that as my main career.
All right, I'm gonna give you some advice, Nomad shit. I'm gonna give you some advice, and this is like some real advice for you. Is like not just calling in here, but when you talk to anybody about your music or what you're doing, you have a very elevator pitch mentality. Like you only have 30 seconds to get a message across to somebody. You know what I'm saying? And I say this because, you know, you've called in here before and we've talked about this, and we're very open to talking to our callers or whatever, but you have to get to exactly what you want to say in 30 seconds, because you're not going to get that time with most people. That's just being real. True. You know what I'm saying? So don't drag shit on. You know, like you got to get to the point. Like what's the point of what you're trying to get across? Like, you know, if we say what's your video about, just get it real faster and just you don't have to even describe the whole video. You really just say what the objective is and all that. So I'm just saying, I'm just letting you know, like that's just real. Like I'm giving you this advice as you move forward and talk to other people about your music. No,
that's great advice.
Do the elevator pitch version of everything you just said. You know what I'm saying? To them or to whoever you're talking to. You know what I mean? Like that's real. So that's just like a straight piece of advice that I want to just give you straight up.
You're just dropping some gems today.
I have to because I don't want to beat around the bush with that. You know, like the real shit is someone has to tell you what's up. You know what I mean?
No, for sure.
Oh yeah, I definitely appreciate the advice, because I definitely don't get it from my homies all the time. They don't really reach out to try to, you know, like I said, give advice or try to help improve me at all. So really, I'm just doing it on my own.
Yeah, this game is vicious, you know, and I think you're gonna have people who's gonna tell you straight up front what the vibe is. You know, like to me, like when you called in right now, it just started kind of dragging on a little bit, and that's gonna make you're gonna lose people if you don't get them that first 30 seconds.
For sure.
You know, that's if you're lucky. You know, like you got to get them that first 30. You know what I mean? So just keep that in mind, and I think your confidence and everything is gonna go up as you hear more stuff like what you just heard now.
For sure.
And just keep that in mind, and just really, really try to hold on to them for that 30 seconds or a minute.
You got to cut to the chase, bro.
Yo, dude.
Definitely, for sure. I'll keep that in mind for next time, and as more people I connect with.
Yes, sir.
Cool. Thanks for calling in,
Thanks for calling, bro. Much love.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Much love.
It's not big. It's not huge.
Do we need money?
No, this is the last call we got right now. We have to take let's do gargantuan. My bad. I have to take one last call because someone
It's fine.
comes fine. Gargantuan?
What's good? Big time.
Oh, do I need to put money? Wait, did you put money in the? Oh, you did. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Big time.
Okay, let's just wrap it up, because I actually have to wrap it up, Alex.
Okay.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for calling, everyone, and I appreciate everyone calling in. And even like some of the stuff we're giving advice and stuff like that, I think we have to really talk to the callers in that way and tell them what's up.
Oh, for sure.
Because I don't want cats who are especially aspiring to do something to waste their time. I want them to get like real, honest advice, like it's a family. Like I always said, like in this chat, it's a family, you know, and people calling in and feel comfortable to share those moments with us, right? That they're new to something or whatnot. And I feel like we owe it to these cats to really drop some real shit on them.
For sure.
You know?
And they're coming to us for advice, and that was some real shit, done.
All right, much love, y'all. Thank you, Steffie Baik. Make sure you check out her stream. She's been streaming 3 times a week.
Oh, thank you for noticing.
And then we got Richard Lee.
Every Wednesday, 5 p.m., Ox Gang on Twitch TV. Tomorrow I'm doing some sous vide pulled pork sandwiches, baby.
Ooh.
All right, y'all. And I'm working on some stuff like the Takeout, the new season of the Takeout coming out like next week. Stay tuned. Peace.
Bye.
Peace.